on the ground, but the penalties really hurt. Time of possession in favor of the Cowboys, but the Huskies up 13-3.
Yeah, that turnover and the penalties were sort of the difference. They stopped themselves more than Connecticut stopped them.
Sean Chambers has led 2 game-winning drives. First 2 weeks against Montana State, then Northern Illinois. For the Cowboys, has to bring them back from 10 down to begin the third. And the last thing you want to see after 6 first-half penalties.
Offense number 86, 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
Now what you want, Randy?
Yeah, no, I mean, Sean Chambers is trying to plead his case. I get in the huddle and plead the case with those guys. Be more disciplined. Don't make these mistakes. You're starting the first possession here of the second half. Suddenly now it's 1st and 15.
Nick Miles, the backup tight end, the false start penalty. From the 26, Xavier Valladay drags a few tacklers out past the 35-yard line as we go down to Josh Martin. Josh?
Ed, I had a chance to talk to Coach Bull coming out of the tunnel. I asked him what message he had for his team. He says they need to contain the QB, prevent Tyler from creating plays with his legs. He said they need to be more disciplined. They've had 70 yards of penalty yardage. He says they need to establish the run. That's all.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. 6-yard gain for Valladay on first down. Cowboys, high formation again. Valladay again, but not much here. Busting to the line, Luol Ugwak with another strong stop.
Another play by Ugwak on the other side of the line of scrimmage, getting that penetration, busting through that attempted block. See, it's one thing to be blocked initially, and Ugwak initially was blocked, but he fought through that block to make that tackle in the backfield.
Hometown of Edmonton, Alberta, up in Canada. His parents, the year before he was born, escaped Sudan. His brother's a good basketball player at Loyola Chicago. 3rd and 5. Chambers checks it down, completes it on the slant. One of his top targets, Aiden Eberhardt, for the first down, much needed after the early penalty by the Cowboys.
Good, accurate throw. Very important, that accurate throw part. Because so far in the first half, both quarterbacks, we didn't see too many real accurate putting the ball right on the receiver efforts.
Chambers first half, 9 of 16 with the pick. Give here to Valladay again. And wrestled back by Swenson. Ian Swenson helped late in the play by Malik Dixon. And UConn run defense against one of the top rushing teams in the country, holding its own.
Yeah, I know Josh, our linebacker down on the sidelines, got to love these plays by some of these UConn players. He talks a lot about, you know, your eyes where they're supposed to be, and your hands and your responsibility, and that's all the above right there for Swenson.
Josh might lose the CBS jacket in a couple of plays. He wants to get back out there. Bootleg, flip it down. Parker Christensen, the fullback. Mitchell got there.
Oh, that's late.
Oh, yes. Hunter Webb, number 33.
It's important to make that hit. It's important to make that tackle. But once they get outside of the field of play,
defense number 33.
You just got to stop.
Penalty, automatic first down.
Now you get a critical penalty like this, it's really important. If you're Wyoming, you got to take advantage. That field position that you're given right here on the 28-yard line, that's got to equal points.
Opening drive, third quarter for Wyoming. Swen, and the secondary running back for Wyoming, brings it to the UConn 24-yard line, picks up 4.
Yeah, that was a 2-and-2 run. 2 yards of block and 2 yards of spin and running after the first contact. That was a nice job by Swen.
Tim Pulasic, offensive coordinator for Wyoming, who was at Iowa for 4 years, coaching their offensive line. He said of Swen, that's a tough dude. shotgun and stick with Swen in the backfield. Titus Swen lowers his shoulder and rams into the UConn line at the 20-yard line. Dalmont Gordine, the freshman, former walk-on, among those there for Connecticut. And a 3rd and short right now for Wyoming.
There's the offensive coordinator, Tim Passett.
Ties to Craig Bowles, going back to North Dakota State. See what he dials up here.
It's going to involve this offensive line making some blocks, I guarantee you that.
Valladay with the lead of the fullback, Caleb Driscoll, shaking to the left side of the line and getting enough to move the sticks before Colin McCarthy brought him down for Connecticut.
Now, well, one thing that Lou Spanos has to be really happy with so far is the play of this front seven, because they have thwarted, for the most part, the running game of Wyoming. They've gotten into the backfield. Wyoming hasn't been able to run the ball that effectively yet. They may be able to assert themselves yet, but so far, advantage UConn.
Randy, start here for the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Chambers looking end zone. What a catch! What a throw! Touchdown! Isaiah Nayor escapes the defensive back, and Wyoming punches it in. Wow.
Yeah, Ed, you made the point earlier. 6'3", 210 pounds. You put it up there where only he can get it. He dropped that thing right over the top. There's really no defense for a perfectly thrown ball. I mean, the only thing you can do as a DB is wave your arms and hopefully you knock it back on the way through, but that was perfectly thrown.
John Harlan for the extra point. Miles Bell beaten in coverage. Cowboys strike early 3rd, Randy. The big man Nayor. Cowboys punch it in.
Why you leaving me this time? Going where that weather finds leave me now. You're the only one for me. Don't you go, leave me now. Here's my boy.
All the delivery, no delivery fees. Dash Pass.
Oh, sister of mine, I got you this. The new iPhone 13 Pro? It's on Verizon 5G. I can't believe you got me this. Yes, Verizon is giving one to everyone when they trade in their older damaged phone.
Oh, so like every sister can get this?
Yeah.
Every aluminum siding installer?
Why not? Every doula. They would have to. Every customer, new and old, can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Because everyone deserves better. Everyone, horse trainers,
Manicurists!
you get the new iPhone. We're alone.
I know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Are you sure you can handle this?
You know I've always loved technology.
I get that tech has always been your thing, but why this?
Well, this technology protects the world, and I want to be part of that. So, Dad, what do you think?
Marcus by Goldman Sachs doesn't treat investing like a game. We have digitally managed portfolios backed by over 150 years financial experience. So, play games or have your money work smart. UConn money.
Today in college football on CBS Sports Network is brought to you in part by Werner Ladder. Step up to help football coaches find a cure for Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
Margin for error is so slim for this UConn defense. Hunter Webb ran a big play in the previous drive with the late hit, opens the door for the Cowboys to the end zone.
Yeah, that kept that drive alive, well out of bounds like that. And it's just what Wyoming needed was that extra little impetus, that extra little, oh yeah, okay, we'll take that. And they went on to really drop one in over the top for their touchdown.
18-yard strike of beauty from Chambers to Nayor. And now John Harlan will kick it away for Wyoming. Keelan Marion and Brian Bruton back to receive for UConn. Remember, Bruton last week against Army returned a kickoff 96 yards in the second half for a touchdown. UConn's first kickoff return for a score since the 2011 Fiesta Bowl. This is Bruton from the 3-yard line. Up the middle and crunched at the 25. That's where UConn begins its next drive. Look at the AP Top 10 powered by Ram Trucks.
Got some action going on there. I mean, obviously at the top, Alabama, not much of a threat there with Southern Miss. But Arkansas doing the work that they're doing against Texas A&M, that's kind of a big deal. Clemson and NC State tied at 7-7 in the third quarter.
Perfect transition from Tyler to Tyson Pumachan.
Representing the Wing Beavers.
5 inches between the two brothers, the two quarterbacks. You see a little height differential. Tyler's 5'10", Tyson 6'3". Hair notwithstanding, of course.
Yeah, look at those smiles. That's great. What a rare thing to see in a family like that, to have two real talented sons like that close together.
Here's Bruton escaping out near the 40-yard line. So Brian Bruton getting an early look here on Connecticut's first drive of the third quarter.
You get good enthusiasm, you start believing, you can do some special things.
No huddle again. Handoff up the gut, spinning is Carter, and spinning over midfield into Wyoming territory. It's a change of gear from Bruton, and out of the freshman who got the start from upstate New York, Nate Carter.
Really nice blocking up front. That's the key. Wide open. Carter is down 7 yards downfield before the first defender has a chance to hit him.
Moves Connecticut to the 48-yard line. Running the ball's been an issue for the Huskies all year long. Turner in motion. Pumachan off the fake. Here comes trouble. No one in the vicinity, throws it incomplete. There was a grounding penalty earlier, and there's a flag on the play right now.
But he was outside the pocket there. He had run this way and then had run outside the pocket when he threw that ball out.
There is no foul for an eligible player downfield. The ball was grounded legally.
Chalk it up, simple incompletion.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go. That was a really nice job of Wyoming, coverage-wise, and maintaining their discipline against a quarterback like Pumachan. That you can cover all you want, but underneath you got to have at least one guy that's better put an eyeball on Pumachan, because he will pull it down and run.
Randy, who was 12 for 18 in the first half, 61 yards, no mistakes, no picks, no fumbles. Almost avoided his man, but could not. Sacked by Solomon Byrd with that late reach. And Byrd with his second sack of the season, the junior, Palmdale, California.
Watch Byrd get him in mid-spin. Hard to keep that balance. There he is right there. He got himself a little leg, half a wing, equals a sack.
Helicopter down. They feel that Byrd has left some plays on the table. We spoke to defensive coordinator Jay Sawville. Carter on his hands. And they'll say incomplete. That was really close along the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, if there's, it was definitely a forward pass first, but if there's one thing that has been a curse for this offense, it's been exactly what you just saw there, is balls bouncing off the hands of receivers. And it's been true for tight ends, running backs, wide receivers. It hasn't been a position-specific thing.
Punting situation for Connecticut. Joe McFadden to punt it away. Eberhardt back for Wyoming. Fair catch taken at the 7-yard line. Cowboys starting to get cooking. Get the ball back down by 3 on the road in the Nutmeg State.
Pizza Hut's Detroit-style pizza is back. Same crispy crust, cheese all the way to the edge, and the sauce still on top. Okay, now I'm hungry. The Detroit-style pizza. Create your own or pick from 3 signature recipes. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
If you're a guy over 40, take it from me, Frank Thomas. Nugenics Total T will help you feel like the man you used to be.
Right, like that stuff actually works.
Hey, buddy, up here. The key ingredient in Nugenics is clinically researched to totally work. Hey, buddy, check it out. My workout's a lot better. I'm feeling stronger and more energetic with a lot more drive. I'm back to being the big hurt. You still don't believe me? Send a text. Get a complimentary bottle. Come on. You're stuck in park right now. And trust me, she'll like the difference too. Hey guys, it's time to start your engine.
To get your complimentary bottle of award-winning Nugenics Total Tea, text BALLER to 42424. Samples are not available in stores. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenics Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast. Absolutely free. That's BALLER to 42424.
At Finger Hut, we don't define you by your credit score, so we offer low monthly payments on things you need and brands you trust as you build your credit history with a Finger Hut credit account. You do you at fingerhut.com.
Finger Hut credit accounts are issued by WebBank under FDIC.
Wyoming takes over. Let's go back to their last drive. And a miscue by Connecticut, opening the door for the Cowboys to punch it in. Hunter Webb, the late hit against Parker Christensen, leads to an 18-yard score. Chambers, what a throw, and the catch. Isaiah Nayor for 6.
Yeah, drives spin on penalties like that. Heck, games spin on penalties like that, just from a psyche and a confidence standpoint.
Start of the third, 69 yards, leads to the touchdown. Craig Bowles' team got a field goal late in the first half.
Well, 153 yards, no touchdowns. They fixed that pretty quick in that second half possession.
See what Chambers and the offense can do. Beginning at their own 7-yard line and trying to keep the run game going.
Rugby scrum.
Titus Swen moving the pile, moving the pill.
The back gets the yards, and the guys around him pushing. Look at this thing. I mean, seriously. The only difference is in rugby, you can pass the ball back between your legs to the guys behind you, and they can keep going with it.
Eric Aboje among those, moving space. Boy, Tim Pulisic nearly broke down speaking about this young man's development. The work he's put in has trimmed down from 350 to 328. The left guard. A couple of nice swim moves by Swen to shake free and pick up the first down.
That was a nice jump cut in the hole, because he was dead to rights, and he suddenly just wasn't there.
But Randy, look at this group. I mean, juniors, seniors, big guys, a lot of local guys, experience.
Very experienced, very physical. Haven't played their best game today, but perhaps maybe this second half will be completely different.
Nearly offside on UConn. From the 23, drag it out. A couple of extra yards by Titus Swen. You can see the escapability from the junior who didn't play last year. He opted out of the season.
Well, there's a difference from first half to second half. First half, that tackle would have been made in the backfield. Right now, Sven has that quick jump cut again to avoid the tackle.
Picked up 3 there. 2nd and 7 from the Wyoming 26. Lead blockers Caleb Driscoll. Fake the give. On the boot. Chambers over his body and overcooks Nayor. If he hits him, he may be off.
No, wide open coming across the field. Look at the space. I mean, he's not going to go up the field because the ball's not going to allow him. His momentum would not have allowed him. He'd have gone right out of bounds, but that would have been a nice big chunk play. Chambers knows that one's on him.
Instead of 3rd and 7. Valladay back in as the running back. 4 wide for Wyoming. Chambers settles, throws, broken up, incomplete as Trey Wortham reached around the intended receiver, Joshua Cobbs. A big momentum stop for the UConn defense.
You know, we talked earlier about Trayton Welch, the regular tight end who was hurt last week. This is the kind of position in a game where they would go, Wyoming would go to the middle of the field. They'd go to one of the tight ends, usually a Welch, for these first downs, for these 3rd and longs, the 6s and 7s and 8s. It's a different offense without Welch in it.
It leads to another punt for Ralph Fawaz with Keelan Marion back for Connecticut. Marion calling for the fair catch, and UConn will have pretty good field position starting at their own 36. Huskies digging deep. It's been one of those kinds of days. They lead by 3.
Why you leaving me this time? Going where that weather's fine. Don't leave me now. You're the only one for me. Don't you go, leave me now. Here's my boy.
All the delivery, no delivery fees. Dash Pass.
Football is a team sport, but it's not just the guys on the field. It's the unsung heroes who help us win throughout the season. They're tough and hardworking. For these professionals, Werner products are an essential part of every job. They're versatile, adaptable, and always up for the challenge. They deliver balance and trust, and you can count on them for quality. They've worked their way to the top and stay there. Now's the time to find great deals on Werner products. Visit stepupwithwerner.com to learn more.
Old Trapper Beefs. Tough snacks.
Out here, nothing comes easy. That's why you gotta be tough. My truck, it's tough. My crew, definitely tough. But Old Trapper taught me the value, tenderness.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Oh, it's a puppy.
Banks have free coffee, but Marcus by Goldman Sachs has personal loans with no fees, ever. That tastes free. UConn money.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we only serve those who honorably serve. All ranks, all branches, and their families. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
Huskies leading the Cowboys by 3 after getting the stop moments ago. Well, tonight at 8 Eastern, our coverage of college football wraps up with a battle in Bowling Green as Western Kentucky taking on Indiana right here on CBS Sports Network. And for the Hoosiers, Michael Penix Jr. injuring his non-throwing hand last week against Cincinnati, but will stay in as a starter.
What a difference a year makes. One of the great stories in college football last year. This year, not so much.
First down for Connecticut, and Turner wrestled down at the legs. It was incomplete. Low throw from Pumachan. Blankenbaker got there for Wyoming to bring up second down. Randy, you look at what UConn did defensively after giving up the early first down on the last drive. To get this stop there, pretty big after surrendering that opening touchdown in the third quarter.
Yeah, it was just to get their offense back on the field and give Pumachan just another chance to get out there, some more reps.
Fakes the give, dumps it over the middle. Jay Rose already with a touchdown today with the extra fight. Thought it was incomplete. and Blankenbaker again in on the coverage for Wyoming.
Well, Blankenbaker is there. Does he drop it initially? Oh, the contact comes in. The slap with that left arm helped him drop that ball. I'm not sure if it was going to stay in there, but the slap with the left hand helped it.
Got to know where Blankenbaker is. Had a 50-yard INT for a touchdown last week against Ball State.
Blitz look, both drop.
Steps through it. Pumachan dragged down after a couple of yards and well shy of the first down marker. 3 and out for Connecticut. Azizi Hearn trekking down the UConn quarterback.
Yeah, a little bit of a different look with that, two guys up front, Muma and company getting up there faking blitz. They didn't go screaming out, and by not going screaming out, Pumachan's options were limited. He couldn't go back inside where the linebackers maybe would have dropped out and given him some space. He had to try outside.
Joe McFadden again splitting punting duties with Hayden Kerr. Will tee it up for Connecticut. Eberhardt awaits it at the 25, avoids one tackle. And finally brought down at the 25-yard line with under 5 to go in the third. UConn has led after the first, the second, still leading in the third.
My name's Jon Stewart. I've been away from television for some time. This is what I look like now.
We're talking about this country. What's okay, what isn't? What are the priorities? That has to change or nothing will change.
You're saying burning everything with jet fuel might not be the answer?
I have a bachelor's degree, but I'm still living in poverty. We have huge inequality.
Welcome to The Problem with Jon Stewart. We should put a comma in that.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
With FanDuel Fantasy, you can make your dream team a reality again and again. Make your pulse go up and down and up again when your team rises in the ranks with every play all day long. And if you get your lineup just right, you can make big season-long wins without the season-long waits. Make every small moment add up to one big moment with FanDuel Fantasy. New customers play free for $1 million. FanDuel, make every moment more.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Okay. One dad.
Just go into the house.
One mom. 3 kids. 1 pack of Ben's Original Jasmine Rice. 1 pinch of chaos. We're all original recipes.
UConn looking for its first win against a Wyoming team trying to get to 4-0. It's been 25 years since they began a year 4-0. Randy Cross, Simon Cohen, Josh Martin on the sideline. Wyoming 30-point favorites entering this game today. So you look at the score, and the Huskies hanging in there right now with under 5 to go in the third.
Huskies have made most of the big plays. Huskies have made the fewest amount of mistakes. Very critical for Wyoming right now, just from the big picture standpoint. Limit those mistakes. Make those plays. Just be methodical. Be what you normally are.
Mantra from Craig Bowl, get to 1-0. Trailed this game 13-3. Xavion Valladay, first down handoff. And picks up a couple near the 30-yard line. Jackson Mitchell, no surprise, FBS leading tackler with 46 coming in with the stop.
Yeah, biggest difference between first half to second half, or towards the end of the first half, into the second half, is between the tackles. Wyoming is starting to wear the UConn defense down a little bit.
Chambers slings it out and complete to Joshua Cobbs. Yard shy of the first down, gains 5 there, brings up a 3rd and 1 here for Wyoming. sophomore from San Antonio. Can the UConn defense get the stop on third down?
2 tight ends right.
Shotgun again for Chambers. Just enough to move the sticks. Sean Chambers, the mobile quarterback, Kermit, California, out near Fresno. Move the chains.
Wyoming lucky they've got a 6'3", 225-pound quarterback who knows how to run tough and is not adverse to taking a little contact to make a big play.
Lou Spanos, interim head coach, still calling the defensive plays for Connecticut. Valladay in motion on the sweep. Valladay, stiff arm, and guided out of bounds by Malik Dixon. Back to New York. Brent Stover with an update.
Well, Colorado State had a 14-7 lead on 5th-ranked Iowa, but the Hawkeyes with 14 straight. Spencer Petras to Sam Laporta. 21-14 Iowa leads in the third, guys.
All right, Brent, thanks. As for this one, under 3 left, third quarter. Wyoming on the move from their own 42. This is 2nd and 5. Nayor shifts. Play action. Chambers looking long. Has a man underthrown. Intercepted. Jeremy Lucien with the pick.
That is what UConn needed in this situation. Wyoming, a lot of confidence, starting to build offensively. And Sean Chambers puts the ball where it can't be, and that's available. Available to the defense of UConn, deep down the middle. He had Nayor cutting across the field. Might have been a better place to go.
Alex Brown, the intended receiver. And the results, UConn with 3 interceptions this year, 2 courtesy of Jeremy Lucien. Last Chambers interception led to Jay Rose with the touchdown. Let's see what UConn can do now. Bruton shifts. Give it to Mensah. And the veteran among the running back core for Connecticut picks up a couple on first down.
So if you're being a positive person, remember Wyoming got the ball, they were on the 7-yard line. Moved it, moved it, moved it, moved it. Get that? That's a gigantic punt. You've completely flipped the field. Now stop UConn here, and look at this nice play. You know, once again, one of the 2 guys we tend to be calling the whole time makes a nice big play. I mean, Kral has done a really nice job all day long, and this is going to put UConn in a spot where field position is going to be really nice for your next possession if you can stop them here on third down, Wyoming-wise.
See if Wyoming can pick up on those positive vibes. Randy, a 3rd and 6 for UConn from their own 13. 4 wide. Kevin Mensah, the running back. Pumachan steps up. Pass on target. Turner shakes by a tackle. First down and more. Out past the 30-yard line. Aaron Turner, the freshman from Ellicott City in Maryland, moving the chains.
Nice job by Turner breaking that tackle. I mean, if you get the tackle made right where the attempt is, it's going to be close to a first down. But add another 15 yards after that broken tackle.
That was UConn's first third down conversion in this game. A game they're leading, and we've hit the final minute of this third quarter.
You know, a name we haven't called a lot tackle-wise in this game has been Muma.
Yep.
The middle linebacker. A lot of blitzes, a lot of attempted big plays, but so far, not that many tackles.
2nd and 9. Pumachan steps through pressure. Pumachan on the run. Close call. Bobbled by Jay Rose, who is blanketed along the side. And incomplete as the Huskies tried to sell it.
Yeah, threw it late, bobbled, plus also out of bounds.
To your point about Chad Muma, talked to Frank Joffrey. UConn's offensive coordinator. He said, I wish they'd leave him back in Laramie. He's that good. Said we'd stay away from him.
There's the linebackers up front, both standing in the A gap. One of them, Muma, showing blitz with 3 of their backers.
Pumachan has nothing. Here comes the pressure. Catch is made. Aaron Turner, the freshman, with the escape to buy just enough time and into Wyoming territory.
Credit the offensive line of UConn on that play. How long did Pumachan have to just look and pat the ball before he made that completion?
Flags everywhere as the Huskies rushed it up to the line.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
Right tackle Chase Lunt. Randy, that's 2 huge catches on this drive already on 3rd down for Aaron Turner.
Yeah, it's eventually you credit the receivers in that situation. You know how long you watch Pumachan just stand there. That's a scramble drill, and you see the quarterback break the pocket. The receivers have to adjust to him and come back to him. Both those, great job by Turner.
Listen to the cheers in East Hartford. It's been 700 days since Connecticut has won a football game. 13-10 after 3, college football. CBS Sports Network presented by the Home Depot.
Oh, sister of mine, I got you this. The new iPhone 13 Pro. It's on Verizon 5G. I can't believe you got me this. Yes, Verizon is giving one to everyone when they trade in their older damaged phone.
Oh, so like every sister can get this?
Yeah.
Every aluminum siding installer?
Why not? Every jeweler. They would have to. Every customer, new and old, can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Because everyone deserves better. Everyone, horse trainers,
manicurists.
You get the new iPhone. We're alone.
I know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Pizza Hut's Detroit-style pizza is back. Same crispy crust, cheese all the way to the edge, and the sauce still on top. Okay, now I'm hungry. The Detroit-style pizza. Create your own or pick from 3 signature recipes. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Okay, I'm up. 5 more minutes.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You can't watch football all day if you don't start in the morning.
Yeah, that's not hyperbole. That's a fact.
That other pregame show, tomorrow on CBS Sports Network.
An electric guitar that hits all the right notes. Extraordinary. A coffee tea alarm clock that wakes up your senses. Unreal. A QR code that lets you explore and revel in a curated selection of the world's most unique and unexpected tech, fashion, home, and adventure items. Wondrous. Open your phone's camera, scan the code, and discover all that awaits you at touchofmodern.com.
At Finger Hut, we don't define you by your credit score. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Finger Hut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Finger Hut. You do you, and we'll help build your credit at fingerhut.com.
Finger Hut credit accounts are issued by WebBank, member FDIC.
You may think every weather app is the same until you see WeatherBug over-deliver on so many layers. With more free map layers than any other weather app, WeatherBug warns you the moment lightning strikes near you. Prepares you for your commute with road conditions, routes, and even cameras. With everything from pollen and air quality to severe storm risks, radar, and satellite coverage, WeatherBug prepares you for the unpredictable. Download the WeatherBug app, trusted by over 10 million users, today for free.
On the 4th quarter, let's take a look at the PNC Bank game. game summary in Randy Cross. Time of possession nearly 2-1 for Wyoming, but the turnovers, 2 for the Cowboys, none for UConn, helping the Huskies have the lead.
And enthusiasm and the dreaded momentum is definitely still on the side of the UConn Huskies. I mean, this place was rocking in the turnover here from the third to the fourth quarter. And they got all the reason in the world to be excited.
Out of the fourth, Ed Cohen, Randy Cross, Josh Martin on the sideline, our CBS Sports Network crew. Brian Sealing and John Coleman leading the guys in the truck. As Pumachan over the middle, Marion escapes one tackle. It's a block. Sidesteps, brought down. Late to the play, Solomon Byrd with the tackle, and Keelan Marion doing everything he can to get close to the first down marker.
Nice job, too, by Chase Lunt getting down the field, the big offensive tackle. Enough juking and missing.
Nate Carter with the carry. And enough to move the sticks.
The key for UConn here is do not make the mistakes. I mean, right now, both teams, one team's got 7 penalties in Wyoming. UConn's got 6. Don't add to that. Don't help stop yourself.
2 backs, Carter and Bruton. Pumachan in trouble. And flips it out of trouble. Second down coming up. Tyler Pumachan. Randy, the true freshman, his second career game, started last week against Army. Lou Spano said he's not concerned if he plays more than the 4 games and can't redshirt. Feels this is the guy who gives them the best chance to score and get things going. And for the most part, he's done that again.
Yeah, this isn't a program in a position to be protecting players' eligibility. If they can help, and they can help now, you play them.
Turner in motion. Carter. Tripped up after breaking the tackle. Solomon Byrd with another key stop, but it's Carter with the burst and a first down.
How about this hurdle dead leg right here? Woo, I like that. That's a pretty move. Little hip swivel.
Kevin Sklercius on the boundary, and the Cowboys up to the task. Rome Weber, junior safety, with the stop. And Sklercius a little shaken up on the tackle.
Well, the Huskies up by 3 here. In position now to get at least 3 out of this drive now. Down to the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. End around. Haran Morrisseau turns the corner. Morrisseau stayed in bounds and knocked out inside the 10. It's going to be a 1st and goal for Connecticut, knocking on the door, trying to extend the lead.
Just some nice stuff going on with this offense. Frank Joffrey, the offensive coordinator and line coach, drawing up some good stuff. We talked about their new analyst, Noel Mazzone. There's just more sort of sizzle, little different plays than we saw a couple of weeks ago. A little more enthusiasm, a lot more bounce.
Carter looking for the hole. Muma got there late to help with the tackle. You said it earlier, Randy, haven't mentioned Chad Muma much.
Yeah, I mean, just because they're doing so many different things. Some of it's kind of running him away from plays at times with some of this motion. You're seeing, a lot of motion from receivers, a lot of motion out of running backs.
2nd and goal from the 6. Pumachan surveys end zone and incomplete. And a man on the run and could not connect with Elijah Jeffries.
There's Noel Mazzone talking to Lou Spanos, the interim head coach. We've actually seen a little bit of, shotgun with a pistol look behind him. Something that was kind of a trademark in Mazzone when he was at UCLA with Lou Spanos.
4 wide here. Now Turner in motion. 3rd and goal from the 6. Pumachan flushed and taken down. The sack, Rome Weber, as they bring the blitz. Fourth down for Connecticut, and the field goal unit coming on.
That's about the 20th time they've brought blitz on Pumachan. It's the first time they've actually gotten to him. They've hit him some after the throw, but they finally got home.
Joe McFadden has hit from 28 and 29 yards already. His first career field goals. Backup quarterback Krajewski to hold. McFadden, good again. It's time from 35. And Connecticut, still a one-score game, 16-10, early fourth with the lead. Coach Spanos, that's through.
Football is a team sport, but it's not just the guys on the field, it's the unsung heroes who help us win throughout the season. They're tough and hardworking. For these professionals, Werner products are an essential part of every job. They're versatile, adaptable, and always up for the challenge. They deliver balance and trust, and you can count on them for quality. They've worked their way to the top and stay there. Now's the time to find great deals on Werner products. Visit stepupwithwerner.com to learn more.
An F-150 isn't an F-150 because of the name on the tailgate. It's an F-150 because it's built for tough, built to haul more, built to tow more, for the people who count on it. Because they know that brawn can get the job done, but it takes brains and brawn to get it done right. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Old Trapper Beefs, last bag.
You know there's plenty for both of you.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Okay. One dad. Just go into the house. One mom. 3 kids. 1 pack of Ben's original jasmine rice. 1 pinch of chaos. We're all original recipes.
It's been 700 long days. Connecticut, their last win, October of 2019. Not far away, Amherst, Massachusetts. Kevin Mensah scored 5 touchdowns, and UConn over the Minutemen, 56-35. Long way to go in this one, but with the lead against Wyoming, 16-10. Can they hold on? We're going to find out. These kids, they want to see them back in the win column.
Yeah, this will be a character test too, because as well as they've done so far, this is a Wyoming team that has that knowledge. They know no matter how late in the game it gets, they have the ability to come back and beat you.
Wyoming's done it twice this year. Opening week at Montana State, and then against Northern Illinois. McFadden's kickoff taken. A tough spot by Titus Schwen. Brings it out past the 20 and just shy of the 25-yard line. Coming up next, join CBS Sports Network in the studio. Our team of experts take you around the nation to break down the day's matchups. Get you ready for the nightcap as well. Catch inside college football on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Let's see what Wyoming has in the canister. Sean Chambers back out there. Man in motion is Cobbs. Hole opens. And a first down run for 12 yards. Xavier Baladay.
Did you see the size of that hole?
Parting of the sea.
That was gigantic. Right over the right side of that offensive line. I mean, between Crum and Harris, they split that defense wide open.
Frank Crum, the right tackle. Logan Harris, the guard. Both from Wyoming. From the 35, Alex Brown in motion. Chambers on the bootleg. Has his man and his top target, Aiden Eberhardt, with the catch out near the 45-yard line. Down to Josh Martin. Josh?
Ed, standing here on the Wyoming sideline, not a lot of excitement, but a sense of focus. You can just kind of feel it. They've clearly been in this position before, and they're in a position to, you know, come back and get into this game.
All right, Josh. It's been 25 years since the Cowboys began 4-0. Been down this entire game. 2nd and 1. Valladay. Cut back. Turns it the other way. And enough with the change of direction ready to get the first down.
See, when you're on a football team, if you've had a history where you've made comebacks, that's like a chip you just carry around in your back pocket. And you look at the clock and you know, we got plenty of time. It's not, you never panic because you know, in this case, you've got Sean Chambers and you've got a guy that knows how to win late. You know, can they cash that chip?
Cardiac Cowboys, the nickname, after the first 2 weeks. Now, Valladay, such a huge reason why they're in this spot, drags the pile for a few more yards, and the march into Connecticut territory continues for Wyoming.
And so far, at least on this drive, the big difference has been those big boys up front for Wyoming. They've really done a nice job blocking. And they've got a running back in Valladay that you get him the first 4, even with contact, he's going to get you at least 2 or 3 after contact.
5-yard pickup. 46-yard line of Connecticut. Keep it on the ground. And there's the extension for a few more yards to move the sticks from Mr. Valladay. Hunter Webb with the stop.
Watch this area right here. Doesn't look like much, does it? Then suddenly something just pops because, well, frankly, the defenders are kind of occupied. The guys in the white jerseys are blocking them. And Valladay gets a chance to make that nice positive gain on first down.
Xavier Valladay, Randy, entered this game 7th in Wyoming history in total rushing yards. Has a really good shot to get to number 2 on the school's all-time list. No one's catching Brian Hill, at least not for a long, long time. Swen, the running back. Another first down run upended by Malik Dixon, and the ground game working to Wyoming's favor on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Obuje, the left guard. Keegan Kreider, the center. The highlights on that play, that was all inside. That was the left A gap. There was a huge dent.
What did Luspano say? Connecticut's coach, he's looking at this line, he said, they're really one person.
Well, they perform that way, and a good one will perform like that.
From the 27.
So far today, they haven't been a good one.
Stick to the ground, and why not? On first down, gain of 4.
You know, ball snapped, what, on the 27-yard line, right? Contact was made on the 25-yard line. Ball is marked on the 23.5-yard line. I mean, that's just, it's very consistent the way these running backs get those extra couple of yards once it looks like the blocking is gone.
Time-consuming drive as well. Under 7 minutes left. Chambers, the fake, and swatted down. Kevon Jones got there on the edge with the deflection to bring up 3rd and 7 for Wyoming.
That's not luck, folks. That is coaching. That's a young man put in a position where he has to make a play. He's taught how to make that play. And in a big spot, he does exactly what he's coached to do, and that's get off the ground, get his hands up, and try to block the pass down.
Well, those Spanos from Pittsburgh. How about some Hartford terrible towel action here in Connecticut for a 3rd and 7. Sean Chambers with time, walks it. Eberhardt brings it down just shy of the goal line. Bumped by Miles Bell And a huge third down conversion from Chambers to Everhart, and Bell is down.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Wow, what a job by Everhart. Talk about some body control, getting up in the air and bringing that ball in.
Miles Bell, the sophomore from Plantation, Florida, had an interception earlier in this game that led to a score for Connecticut. As they attend to Bell, we'll take a timeout. Wyoming on the doorstep at the 1.
At Chewy, we know the only thing that changes when bringing home a new pet is everything. And we're here with everything to help you on that journey. Whether it's finding the perfect bed for a new friend or giving them something personal to welcome them to the family. We can even help you find the perfect treat or food that makes you both smile. Chewy's got toys, treats, prescriptions, all the things you need to celebrate your new friend, delivered right to your door. Get fast, free 1 to 2 day shipping. Visit Chewy.com today.
Guitar that hits all the right notes. Extraordinary. A coffee tea alarm clock that wakes up your senses. Unreal. A QR code that lets you explore and revel in a curated selection of the world's most unique and unexpected tech, fashion, home, and adventure items. Wondrous. Open your phone's camera, scan the code, and discover all that awaits you at touchofmodern.com.
At Finger Hut, we don't define you by your credit score. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Finger Hut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Finger Hut. You do you, and we'll help build your credit at fingerhut.com.
Finger Hut credit accounts are issued by WebBank, member FDIC.
You may think every weather app is the same until you see WeatherBug over-deliver on so many layers. With more free map layers than any other weather app, WeatherBug warns you the moment lightning strikes near you, prepares you for your commute with road conditions, routes, and even cameras. With everything from pollen and air quality to severe storm risks, radar, and satellite coverage, WeatherBug prepares you for the unpredictable. Download the WeatherBug app, trusted by over 10 million users, today for free.
Just praying good thoughts on the UConn sideline for sophomore Miles Bell on the coverage on a terrific catch by Wyoming's Hayden Everhart, but both players came down. Everhart secures, and Randy, we're not going to show it, but Miles Bell suffered a serious right leg injury.
Yeah, lower leg injury, and really a shame for this UConn team to lose a young man like that that's really starting to play some pretty impactful football. We've knocked Sean Chambers a few times today for making the ball available, and he made the one great touchdown pass and whatnot earlier, but I'll tell you what, that play right there in that spot, 3rd and 7, inside of 7 minutes, and to get that ball down there in the spot that he got it into is pretty impressive. Everhart can make it coming down with the catch, but Bell was right there, and Everhart just came down onto Bell.
Miles Bell, 6 foot 180. Everhart 6'2", 195, and obviously thinking the best for Miles Bell as he's taken off here. There's 6:40 left in the 4th quarter, and again, we didn't want to show the replay to those of you back at home.
And that was Everhart that came over and gave him the tap as he was being brought off the field in the cart.
9-play drive, 76 yards from the 1. Wyoming into the end zone. Touchdown and a tie game. Xavier Valade, 4 games, a touchdown in each one. And no doubt, you go for the extra point, trying to break the tie.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes to go here. Wyoming adds the extra point to take a 1-point lead. But look at the offensive lines. Got some of the defenders back into the end zone. Excellent job to finish that drive off. Now Can UConn out-cardiac the Cowboys?
Boylan, extra point, good, and still perfect. 15 of 15 on the year. Huskies back to work. College football on CBS Sports Network, presented by the Home Depot.
Football is a team sport, but it's not just the guys on the field, it's the unsung heroes who help us win throughout the season. They're tough and hard-working. For these professionals, Werner products are an essential part of every job. They're versatile, adaptable, and always up for the challenge. They deliver balance and trust, and you can count on them for quality. They've worked their way to the top and stay there. Now's the time to find great deals on Werner products. Visit stepupwithwerner.com to learn more.
With FanDuel Fantasy, you can make your dream team a reality again and again. Make your pulse go up and down and up again when your team rises in the ranks with every play all day long. And if you get your lineup just right, you can make big season-long wins without the season-long waits. Make every small moment add up to one big moment with FanDuel Fantasy. New customers play free for $1 million. FanDuel, make every moment more.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Pizza Hut's Detroit-style pizza is back. Same crispy crust, cheese all the way to the edge, and the sauce still on top. Okay, now I'm hungry. The Detroit-style pizza. Create your own or pick from 3 signature recipes. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Why does fitness have to look like this when it could be as simple as this? Introducing Mix Fitness, the most efficient at-home workouts available. Our science-backed technology uses your heart rate to customize every workout so you can maximize your results. Because this isn't real life, but Mix is. The best workout you can get in the time you have. Get started at mixfitness.com.
Football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Werner. Step up your game with Werner Ladder. By Ford. Built Ford proud. And by Trico, the future of wipers since 1917. Visit TricoCatsAndDogs.com.
10-play drive for Wyoming under the skies of the Nutmeg State in Connecticut. And Sean Chambers and company punching it in. Valladay with the 1-yard touchdown, and Wyoming with the 1-point lead with 6:31 left.
Yeah, it took until, right about 6:30 for that wake-up call to finally come for the Cowboys after that long flight back here to the East Coast. But it got in. That was the first drive of real Cowboy football we've seen.
Trip of over 1,900 miles for Wyoming. Here's Kieran Marion. Brings it out for Connecticut. Wedged and taken down. Great coverage downfield by the Cowboys. And UConn's going to start behind its 20-yard line. Connor Shea on special teams with the tackle. And Marion checking up for Connecticut.
Yeah, Connor Shea doing a nice job fighting off that block, avoiding the block because they had it set up. He just sort of squirmed his way around the block to make that tackle.
Well, you put the ball in the hands right now, down by 1, trailing for the first time today, into the hands of a true freshman, Tyler Pumachan.
Well, his older brother's team, Clemson, is down to NC State right now, so time for a family comeback, ×2.
Gut check time in Stratford, Connecticut. Here comes the pressure. Buying time, a dart intercepted. Gandy with the pick. Isaias Gandy giving it back to Wyoming on the first real mistake of the day by Tyler Pumachan.
Yeah, we've seen him throw so many late away. This time he doesn't throw it away. He throws it into the field. And Gandy does a nice job of sitting and sitting and sitting and waiting for that ball to come over towards him and then cutting in front of the receiver for that pick. Steady diet of run game here.
Wyoming into this game +5 in turnover margin, one of the best marks in the country. Swen able to slide inside the 15-yard line, a run of 14 yards, and immediately moving the sticks. And you forget, UConn's defense has been on the field almost twice as long as Wyoming's, and you just have to wonder how much is left in the tank for the Huskies to get some critical stops.
Yeah, all the way across that front. Frank Crum, Logan Harris, Keegan Kreider, Eric Uboje, Alonzo Velasquez. That was all 5 of those guys. You mentioned earlier, comment from Lou Spanos, they kind of function as one. Last drive and a half or so, they're functioning as one.
From the 14. 4-yard pickup. Valladay in the dive to the 10. And that young man, I mean, you go back to halftime at West Point last week. What these last 5+ quarters have been for UConn, he's made such a huge difference, but right now needs some help. Hope it could stay at least within a 1-score game. Coming up on 5 minutes left, a 2nd and 7. Wyoming at the UConn 11. Titus Swen spinning, and a number of Huskies there to stand him up, but with that little push to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, when you're playing a team that, you know, really you shouldn't beat, but you are beating them, and then they start coming back on you, it's usually not just all them. You usually help them a little bit. You had the penalty, the personal foul, that helped that one drive. You have in this drive, suddenly the tackling, kind of dicey at times. So in a little ways, you're sort of helping the Cowboys if you're UConn.
Randy, a 3rd and 1. Stay on the ground. First down, Valladay. And now a 1st and goal from inside the 5. And that line, this Wyoming run game, really making a huge impact in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, that was a heck of a cut on that play too, because Jackson Mitchell was over the line of scrimmage. He was in the backfield. One quick cut and he didn't have anything to tackle.
Interchanging now. We'll see Valladay. Now it's Swen. Nation's leading tackler coming in. Jackson Mitchell for Connecticut.
3 tight ends, 1 back.
For the 2 and a 1st and goal. Swen, cut back, standing up, touchdown. And the Cardiac Cowboys extending the lead with under 4 minutes left out east in Connecticut.
So the interception is turned right around for a touchdown. This is what leads to this. Gandy gets this ball, sets the offense up in good position, and then Valladay and the offense just ground and pound their way to a touchdown.
Took 2 minutes, 43 seconds, and John Hoyland adding the extra point. Give it back to the freshman, down by 8. Another score for the Cowboys.
Sister of mine, I got you this. The new iPhone 13 Pro. It's on Verizon 5G. I can't believe you got me this. Yes, Verizon is giving one to everyone when they trade in their older damaged phone.
Oh, so like every sister can get this?
Yeah.
Every aluminum siding installer?
Why not? Every doula. They would have to. Every customer, new and old, can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Because everyone deserves better. Everyone, horse trainers,
manicurists,
you get the new iPhone. We're alone.
I know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
Okay, I'm up. 5 more minutes.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Old Trapper Beefs. Fake protein.
Can we take a protein break? Check it. I got my beans, my bars, my goos, my glums. I think Goop was a bad choice.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
At Chewy, we know walks are made better with our furry friends, and we're here to make those walks easy. From tasty treats on the go to toys that keep them moving. Get everything they need, even prescriptions, delivered right to your door. Get fast, free 1 to 2 day shipping. Visit Chewy.com today.
Protect your pet this flea and tick season with Chewy. Find everything from flea collars and sprays to prescriptions that keep pests away. Chewy has what you need to keep tails wagging and pets itch for all season long. Shop pet prescriptions and more at Chewy.com today.
Connecticut led the entire game into the fourth quarter, but Wyoming seizing the lead, adding to it. 24-16 advantage. Our Geico difference makers, Valaday on the ground, especially eclipsing 100 today for Wyoming.
Yeah, especially in this second half, this running game really asserted itself, and the difference maker for UConn, both ways, has been, Fomachan. He just, Pumachan, he has made the plays, and on that last interception kind of gave the impetus to the other guys, but that's part of the learning process you have to go through with a young quarterback.
Isaiah Scandy with the pick. Pumachan mistake-free. Chambers on the other side, 2 interceptions for Wyoming. But the Huskies will get it back. They have 3 timeouts.
The math still works.
Yes. 3:34 to go. And the ball coming off the tee before Hoyland can let it fly. And Randy, 700 days since Connecticut's last win, and this a game in which they were heavy underdogs against the Wyoming team. 3-0, nothing going right for the Cowboys, even into the fourth quarter. But here they are now, still a 1 possession game.
Yeah, a late wake-up call, but a wake-up call nonetheless for the Cowboys.
Marion was shaken up on the last return, so Aaron Turner brings this one out. Turner fighting all the way out to the 36-yard line. So Pumachan and the UConn defense down by 8 take the field once again. 3rd different starting quarterback for Connecticut, and now his 2nd straight after the loss last week at Army.
Yeah, but I think they found their guy. This young man can run the ball. He's a legitimate dual threat. Just has to learn a little bit more where the ball does and doesn't belong. But you give him protection, he can make teams pay.
First down handoff, Carter into Wyoming territory and down to the 47-yard line. A little lightning out of the bottle from the freshman from the Rochester area, upstate New York. Blankenbaker tracked him down for Wyoming.
Yeah, and how about the way Nate Carter's been running the ball, too? I mean, that's another positive thing for this football team to take forward.
1st and 10 from the 47. Stick with Carter. Tripped up. C.J. Colden, number 21 for Wyoming. A couple of yards for Carter. Clock running. Coming up on 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, 3 minutes, inside of 3 minutes now. You've got 3 downs to make this first down. You get to 4th and short, you're going for it.
2nd and 8. Pumachan, crossing route. And Turner's made some really big catches since halftime. Allen going across the middle, brings him to the 40-yard line, a 5-yard pickup, and now 3rd down and 3.
And a pretty smart little play by Turner, too, catching that ball. And it looked like his instinct was to try to turn it up. Then suddenly he thought better and ran that thing out of bounds and stopped the clock.
They mark it at the 41, so a 3rd and 4 now for Connecticut. 4 wide. Pumachan. There goes the freshman, looking off the hands, looking for his man Turner, nearly hauled it in. Wide open, missed chance, 4th down coming up, likely going for it.
And the linebackers were blitzing, so that's why everything was so wide open in that intermediate area. So for Lou Spanos and these Huskies, the problem with drop passes rears its head at a very bad time.
4th down. Wyoming has not surrendered a 4th down completion so far this season. Opponents 0 for 6. Flags everywhere.
A quick quiver, might be a little jump on the Huskies.
Ball start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
Ryan Vandermark, the leader of this line, the left tackle. That was a real quiver.
Yeah, I mean, 4 yards or 9 yards, it's all going to come down to Pumachan holding the ball and finding somebody crossing across the field for the 1st down.
Blitz coming, knocked away from Marion, but a penalty. C.J. Colden climbing the back. Flag coming in late. A huge break for Connecticut.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul and includes an automatic first down.
Life, like football, is timing. And his timing was just a little bit off. He got there a freckle early. So there's life for the Huskies.
From the 42. Pumachan felt the pressure inside the 40-yard line. Clock ticking, near 2 minutes left. Hey, when you haven't won in 700 days, you take as many lives as you can. Game 3, 2nd and 7. 4-receiver look. Pumachan kept the play alive, extending, and they'll mark him at the 37-yard line. Picks up 2. Clock running, 90 seconds to go.
Yeah, no reason to rush. Make sure you keep your composure. You get in the right formation. No illegal formation here. Be sure you're all lined up correctly before you snap this ball.
35. The freshman steps up, weaves, looking, cut it back. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. Pumachan making things happen with a minute and change to go.
What a great sense of kind of time and space this young man has. He gets outside, it looks like he's going to be tackled, but he stops, hesitates, gets a blocker who doesn't really block, but he gets in the way, buys him the last 7 yards.
For the 28, 1st and 10. Pumachan, a dart into double coverage, incredibly dangerous and nearly picked off. Jay Rose, the intended receiver. Blankenbaker was right there.
There were 4 Cowboy defenders right there and only 1 UConn receiver. Got away with 1 there.
Randy, 47 seconds.
Plenty of time.
Trips, left slot. Pumachan has time, slings it, end zone, through the hands, incomplete. Gandy already with a pick. Went through his hands, and more so for a moment, was wide open over the top. Shallow throw.
Yeah, Gandy, that ball was getting knocked down. That wasn't a case of bad hands. He had a wide open receiver over the middle of the field. He chose to go outside. Unfortunately, usually in the game of football, that doesn't happen twice in a row.
See if they cook up on 3rd and 10. Gill in motion for Connecticut. For the 28. Pumachan airmails it almost in behind the receiver, but a flag. Jeffries was held up. Pass interference Azizi Hearn, second pass interference on the drive.
Defense number 20, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Watch the very end. I mean, it's holding. It's pass interference. There's what you would call some impeding going on.
UConn, their first of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
All right, 36 seconds. 1st and 10 right now for Connecticut, so they get life twice on this final drive. And that timeout leaves UConn with 2 remaining.
And for the first time this year, the cardiac label's on the other foot. Instead of being on the offense for Wyoming, it's on the defense for Wyoming. And Craig Bohl's football team, his defensive team, is looking at a young quarterback, not much experience, a world of talent, who at this point he's kind of just smiling and dialing. He's making stuff happen. You're helping a little bit with the pass interferences.
Randy, 2 timeouts left. If you're UConn, to what extent are you putting this in the freshman quarterback's hands and saying, go make a play?
Well, it's been in his hands the last 59 minutes and 24 seconds, so you might as well let him finish it. I mean, the number one thing is protect Phommachanh. Protect him. Keep him upright. As long as he's upright, he's got a chance to make a play.
Quick throw, end zone, almost intercepted. Intended for Marion, and Hearn, who moments ago was called for the pass interference penalty, nearly with the INT.
Wow, that's part of you as a DB wants to knock it down. The part of you as a receiver wants to catch it. The DB won. He knocked it down.
Hearn, the former walk-on in Arizona.
Credit Keelan Marion a little bit too, because he was had a little bit of hold of one of those arms for a little bit.
Gill in motion here. 2nd and 10 from the Wyoming 13. Phommachanh. End zone again. Knocked down again. Incomplete. Intended for Gill. Yeah, broken up by Keontae Glinton.
Nice non-call. You know, you get a lot of contact like that. Sometimes officials get involved. He wasn't early. They're both playing the ball. That was an excellent no penalty on that play. Just good defense. At one point, both those guys were playing defense.
3rd and 10 now. 4 wide. Phommachanh. Deflected. Turner, did he get there? Yes, at the 8-yard line. Now UConn with 2 timeouts remaining.
Not anymore.
Timeout. UConn, their second of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
18 seconds left here for a 4th down and 5. But obviously, in a very precarious spot, you've got to get in down by 8.
This passing game has lived and died on the outside of the field. You know, at one point, do you have to go back into the middle? Try to do a little business inside.
Thank you.
Just a matter with, you know, between the routes and the receivers, it's what the young quarterback, Tyler Phommachanh, is the most comfortable with. So upstairs, Mike Moisinko, who's calling the plays, helping out Frank Joffrey, the offensive coordinator. You know, what is he going to come up against this defense of Craig Bohl's? Is he going to stay on the outside? Is he going to make the receiver try to make a play? Or do you cross things up and get into the middle of the field?
Here we go.
Crossing pattern sure makes a lot of sense here, especially in the middle.
4th down for the game. Turner in motion. Again, if they get to the 3, get the 1st down. Nate Carr in the backfield.
Still got a timeout.
Phommachanh. End zone for Turner. Knocked away. Flag again. He was bumped before the ball got there.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense number 8. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
Rome Weber, the third pass interference call on this drive, and on 4th down again. There was no doubt.
No doubt at all. Well early. But pick your poison from his standpoint. Are you better running through the guy and putting the ball on the 2? Man, I don't care how this game ends. If you're not impressed with Tyler Pumachan and what he can do with this offense, you aren't paying attention.
Have a lead blocker in Rose. Play fake. Pumachan, end zone, through the hands of Brandon Nemensky, and incomplete. Now 8 seconds, you have 1 timeout.
Has a wide open receiver. Throws the ball maybe a little high. Just the timing wasn't there for a proper jump. And you can't believe he sailed it a little bit too much. Never got a chance to fully set his feet, so accuracy became an issue.
2nd and goal. Flip it. Carter turns the corner. Touchdown. Nate Carter. UConn down by 2. 4 seconds remaining. And here comes a 2-point conversion. Chance to tie the game.
Pass. How about a little naked flip to the weak side? With Carter, one-on-one tackler, you got no shot against that young man. Beautiful play call by Lou Spanos and his staff.
16 plays for 62 yards and the help of 3 pass interference calls.
So now this is your favorite play, your favorite 2-point play, your favorite goal line play.
Charge timeout. Wyoming, their first of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
And Wyoming sees the formation, sees the possibilities, immediately calls a timeout. Smart play by Craig Bowl and his staff. Sort of the last couple of moves here at the end of the chessboard.
I mean, who thought we'd be here? 4 seconds to go, 2-point game. And if you're Wyoming, listen, get to 4-0 for the first time in 25 years. Doesn't matter how you do it, you get the stop. If you're UConn, you waited a long time for a game like this in what's been a crazy, difficult season.
Yeah, this one will pay dividends down the road for Lou Spanos and this Connecticut team. No matter what happens past 2021, this game will pay dividends as this year goes on. Now they know they can come back. Now they know they can do it late. And they certainly know that young man can do it.
The freshman quarterback from not too far away in Stratford, Connecticut.
Wyoming, their second of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
Craig Bowl got another look at it. And burns another timeout. Each team with 1 remaining now. Lou Spanos was the defensive coordinator, arrived in stores in 2019. Randy Edsel announcing he'd retire after second game of the year, lost to Holy Cross. Day later, Labor Day, they part ways. This man gets the chance to lead the Huskies, and he said, I want to make this season about the players. I want them to enjoy this, the final 10 weeks of the season. Right now he's trying to tie a game, 24-22. UConn trailing Wyoming.
Well, we've heard it a few times from Josh down on the sideline. I guarantee you that's a sideline of an 0-4 team where every single Husky player is involved. They're all up, they're all screaming, they're all waving towels, and they will never forget this. One way or the other, they will never forget this.
Let's see what that favorite play is for the 2-point conversion. 4 seconds left. Turner in motion. Humachan. Turner broken up, incomplete. What a play by Wyoming in the backfield. Isaiah Gandy with the late fourth quarter pick and the breakup on the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that quick motion back, gonna throw that little flip right back out to the motion receiver. And Gandy gets up. I mentioned earlier, this stuff doesn't happen by mistake. Plays like that are a great testament to excellent coaching. And that's something that Craig Bowl and his staff has taught his players. Lou Spanos knows that same thing. It's just a pain that comes in a different direction.
Craig Bowl with defensive coordinator Jay Sawville. Cowboys find a way. A critical possession. Yeah, give credit where credit's due. Rome Weber was the one who got a piece of it for Wyoming. And the Cowboys on the verge of what will be a great escape and a long trip back home. They've got the bye week next week before their Mountain West opener. It's coming up October 9th at Air Force. Huskies try the onside kick to no avail.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down, Wyoming.
So how about Wyoming here in this game, coming back and playing some pretty tough football in the fourth quarter, ending this game with 204 yards rushing.
Wow.
Didn't see that one come in the first quarter or so because that offensive line was not playing very well. The backs had nowhere to run, but man, did they have somewhere to go in the second half. Because they had about 130 of that in the second half.
That is the end of the game.
Well, kind of game you certainly can build on in what has been a season of so much disappointment for Connecticut. But Craig Bowl's Wyoming Cowboys are 4-0 for the first time since 1996. And 3 of those 4 wins, winning touchdown, final minute against FCS Montana State. You give up a huge lead, a 26-point lead against Northern Illinois, come back to win that game in the final 2 minutes, and then you get the stop for a 2-point conversion that would have tied the game.
A lot of stuff to work on. The great little play there at the end, knocking that ball down. And there's nothing that feels worse than almost. And almost in football just equals L.
And for UConn, 0-5. But their best effort, bar none. Cowboys come 1,900 miles from Laramie, and they win it 24-22. So for Andy Cross, Josh Martin, our entire crew led by Brian Sealing and John Coleman, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Cowboys get the bye week. Be 4-0 entering the Mountain West schedule. All right, let's send it back. Our New York studios for Inside College Football.
What a finish, man. We've had drama every week right here on CBS Sports Network so far. Welcome, Brent Stover, Kevin Carter. Houston with you till 8 Eastern. Our final game is coming up at 8 Eastern with Western Kentucky at home against Indiana. But tying a bow here, I mean, Coach, if you're Wyoming, 4-0 for the first time since '96, wasn't pretty, but it's still going to be a nice flight back to Laramie.
No question about it. Randy Cross said these are cardiac Cowboys, and they are. And to find a way to win, that's going to be a nice plane ride back home. UConn gave great effort, and they'll take this film and they'll have a lot of good things. Now, they're going to really be sick about a few plays, though, Kevin, because they had their chances to win this game. But give Wyoming credit. They're going home in a celebrated locker room.
Yeah, give Wyoming total credit in this one. And look, and they did it getting back in the game the way that they only know how, right? They leaned on the running game. Xavier Valladay with over 100 yards on the day. And defense stepped up to the punch, like in the second half. I mean, look, I talked about the UConn defense in the first half and how well they played, but you can't hold on forever. These are program-building games. Even in a loss for a team like UConn, you find out what you're made of, and you know that you have enough of the tank to get a win. So good for both teams. Kind of bittersweet for UConn, but you got to be happy if you're Wyoming going back to Laramie.
I mentioned 1996, last time they were 4-0. Joe Tiller was the head coach in a final season there. They ended up winning 10 games. Elsewhere in the Mountain West, big one between Boise State and Utah State. The Broncos, the longtime bell cow of the league, off to just a 2-1 start, while the Aggies came in 3-0 to begin the season. This one was high noon on CBS. Blake Anderson again. They would be 4-0 if they could get it done, but Andrew Van Buren and Boise State coach from the